Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Way too high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Test 1, 2. And welcome everybody to the campus of Our Lady of the Lake University in San Antonio, Texas, hosting the 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Tournament. We have our first matchup coming up here today as Langston, University out of Langston, Oklahoma, will be taking on the Wiley Wildcats out of Marshall, Texas. Wiley will be the home team in today's matchup. As for today's matchup. And on the season, Langston with a 4-10 season in conference play. Coming in as the 6th seed, and the 3rd seed coming in here in Wiley College. Finished 11-3 in conference, 13-8 overall. As we'll take a break for the national anthem, you're watching the Red River Athletic Conference Tournament. And welcome back, everybody. Mike Thompson up here top with you with Matias Garza running your scoreboard and Chancellor Macanjuola running at camera for you here in this first matchup of the day. The Langston Lions, again out of Langston, Oklahoma, 4-14 on the season, coming in as the 6th seed, taking on the Wildcats of Wiley College out of Marshall, Texas, 13-8 overall, 11-3 in conference play. Things start off here as we'll go with Langston. Number 2, junior Amber Warren out of Dallas, Texas. Number 3, the freshman out of Houston, Texas, Bella Johnson. Number 4, freshman out of Spencer, Oklahoma, Kiara Barbie. The freshman, number 5, out of San Antonio, Texas, Taylor Lewis. Number 6, a junior out of Wichita, Kansas, Moran Plowden. Number 7, the sophomore from Lake Elsinore, California, Ashley Mikulinski. Number 8, the junior out of El Paso, Magdalena Lopez. Number 10, the junior out of Dallas, Texas, Mia Alman. Number 11, freshman out of Phoenix, Arizona, Taya Breeding. Number 12, the sophomore from Cibolo, Texas, Corey Williams. And number 13, freshman out of Midwest City, Oklahoma, Takashi Sebak. Head coach is Jacob Rodriguez. Graduate assistant Paula Barr. And now, The Wiley Wildcats out of Marshall, Texas. Number 1, a sophomore out of Edinburgh, Texas. Naomi Garcia. Number 2, freshman out of Beaumont, Texas. Sydney Beckett. Number 3, a junior out of Dallas, is going to be Gail Lockett. Number 7, out of Omaha, Nebraska, the sophomore, Chandelier Jones. Number 8, junior out of Beaumont, is Lucille Record. Number 9, freshman out of Gilmer, Texas, is Michaela Davendorf. Number 11, the freshman out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Fernanda Aguilar. Number 11, the freshman out of Beaumont, Texas, Maya Keller. Number 12, senior out of Cali, Colombia, Jessica Izquierdo. Number 13, the freshman from Killeen, Gabriela Sierra. Number 14, the freshman out of Cumbie, Texas, Alexandra Duck. Number 15, the freshman out of Hugh Springs, Texas, Brianne Gunn. And the sophomore, number 16, outside hitter from Cedar Park, Texas, Kathleen Hauer. Head coach of the Wildcats is Lakiva Basin. Assistant coach, Lauren Johnson. Again, located out of Marshall, Texas. As we get ready for this first matchup of the 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Tournament, we'll decide who is going to the national tournament. So the second season has begun. As we get ready for things to start up here, as Jay Tope down there with your public address, as your public address announcer, as we're now ready for Wiley and Langston. Live from Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio. I want to welcome you all for joining us here in this first matchup. Game 1 of the 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Tournament Championship. As we will get ready to get everything going here. Set number 1, best of 5 here. Wiley finishing tied record-wise with St. Thomas at 11-3 in conference play. But St. Thomas having the tiebreaker, so they get the second seed and the bye here in the first round. Our Lady of the Lake Conference, regular season conference champions, 22-4, 14-0 in conference. And now the opening serve here for Langston. As Savok gets it over. Back Wiley sends it back. It's going to be long, wide out the outside. So the first point coming for Langston here in this conference tournament as we are officially underway here for the 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Tournament. Savok, the freshman out of Midwest City, Oklahoma. Now that's going to be set back, sent up in the air there. Sent over, libero comes back with it. Now sent back down over there by Jones, but kept alive there by Lewis. It'll be just swiped over by Lopez. Back up it comes and sent down there with the kill is Lucille Record, the junior out of Beaumont, who leads the team in aces on the year. And also in kills for the season with 273 for Wiley. An average of 3.6, and she gets her first one there. And we're tied up at 1 here at set number 1. Naomi Garcia, the sophomore from Edinburgh, is coming in, and she will be serving here for Wiley. Serve is up and over. Diving in there was Lopez to keep it alive. And then over comes Williams, but it's going to be out of play there, or it's going to hit the floor there, and a point now for Wiley, and they now lead 2-1 over the Lions. Serve comes back down and over there at the net there for Wiley. Good defense, and a point for the Wildcats, and their lead is up to 2 here. Lopez, next serve coming up now for the Wildcats, is up and over. Set up by Williams. Sent out. It's going to be wide. And a point for Wiley. And Wiley with a quick 3 6-point lead here on Langston. Lopez gets ready for the next serve. As the serve is up and over. And that's going to be in for a service ace for Lopez. And it's 5 straight points now for Wiley. Or actually, Sydney Beckett, the freshman, sending that one over, is serving for Wiley. And Beckett's up and over, and that's going to be mishit there by Mia Alman. And 6 in a row now. Add a rotation, a substitution here as Judashi Sabik, the junior, coming back in, or the freshman coming back in for Langston. Beckett, up and over. And that's going to be a point there. It's not able to handle that one there is Amber Warren. And a point and a timeout called by Langston. First set, Langston scored the first, but Wiley's got the last 7 and lead it by 6. You're watching the Red River Athletic Conference Tournament live from San Antonio on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody. Wiley with a 7-1 lead here over Langston University in the first matchup here in this 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Tournament, live from the campus of Our Lady of the Lake University hosting this year. Set back there, and that's going to be come along there, caught along the net there by the defenders as that comes down there as a point there from Izquierdo gets that one, and that'll be a point for Wiley. So 8 in a row now for the Wiley Wildcats. As Sydney Beckett sends it up, and it's going to be a service error. So free point given away there to Langston. And the lead is cut down to 6. Ashley Mikulski, sophomore from Lake Elsinore, California, will send that up and over. Set there by Izquierdo, and that's going to be set down by Record, and a point. And it's 9-2 now in favor of Wiley here in set number 1. As Naomi Garcia, the sophomore from Edinburgh, now serving. She'll send the serve over. And that's going to be set up there from Williams. Set down, but they're going to say point. Not able to get under there for the dig. There is Alman. And a point for Wiley. 9-3 now, set number 1. Serve coming up here is Magdalena Lopez, the junior from El Paso. The serve for Langston. Up and over. Williams sets up. That's going to be sent. And not able to return that one, and that goes into the net there from Lopez. And it's now a 7-point advantage again for Wiley. Record to serve. Record also leads the team in aces on the season with 26. And that's going to be a service error. 6-point lead for Wiley. Substitution coming in as Maureen Plowden, the junior from Wichita, Kansas, checks in. Serving is going to be the setter Corey Williams, the sophomore from Cibolo, and she'll send that back deep, but it's kept alive there. And that's going to be touched at the net there as it tipped by Wiley, or by Langston, and a point for Wiley. 7-point advantage again. Ashley Mikulski checks back in for Wiley. And back serving is Corey Williams. Not Corey Williams. Is Izquierdo for Wiley. Williams sets that up. And it's over the net there from Lopez. Back it goes, sitting it down with authority. There is Ahmed, and nothing Williams can do with it. And it's a point again for Wiley, and they now have their largest lead at 8 points here in this first set. Izquierdo. There at the net and put down at the net by Ahmed, who's got the last 2 points. She came over and just right there at the net as it was sent forward just a bit too much for Williams, right there into the waiting hands of Ahmed, who puts it down, and it's a 9-point lead now for Wiley. William, back set, sends it, Izquierdo, keeps it alive. Now back, it's over, and it's going to land out as not able to stand on the Wiley side of the net for Ahmed. Alone, and that's going to be a point now, as it's now 9-point lead for Wiley. Or 8-point lead, I'm sorry, for Wiley. Williams just has to get it over. Izquierdo, back sets. Over there, finds an empty part of the court, does Mikulski. And a point for Wiley, and the lead is 9. As Gail Lockett, the junior from Dallas, now serving for Wiley, and she'll get that one up and over. Williams sets it forward and sit over the net there. Mikulski. There at the net, sent back down as Ahmed tried to go over with it. As I'm getting my names backwards here, and I apologize. My first match here with the conference, and I'm getting some names backwards. But it's a 10-point lead for Wiley. We'll take a break. We'll try and get everything sorted out here. You're watching the Red River Athletic Conference Tournament on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back to the Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Tournament, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University here on the west side of San Antonio, just outside of downtown. As Wiley with a 10-point lead over the Langston. The first match of 4 today. Next one after this coming up at 1 o'clock. Williams sets it forward, and that's sent over the net there by Mikulski. Record, kind of tried to tip that back, trying to find that far back corner, and goes too far, and a point there for Langston. Checking in for the Lions is Amber Warren, who checks in. She'll be at the net. Back to serve is Ahmed. Ahmed sends it over. Izquierdo sends it, and that's down for the point there for Jones. Jones with the kill for Wiley, and it's a 10-point lead for the Wildcats. Fernanda Aguilar, the junior from Sao Paulo, Brazil, now to serve, sends that up and over. Back at the net, sit down with authority there is Record with another kill for her, and it's an 11-point lead now for the Wildcats. Aguilar's serve is over. Williams sends it back, kept alive. Izquierdo. Record, puts it across. Williams forward, and that's going to be long there, the shot there from Amber Warren, and a point there for Wiley. And it's a 12-point advantage here at 18-6 here in set number 1. Aguilar is over. Warren sets it up. Sent back there at the net, and that's going to be sent down there as waiting at the net for Wiley was Alexandra Duck, the freshman out of Cumbie, Texas, was there and sent it back. No one for Langston able to get to that in time. 13-point lead now for Wiley. Aguilar there, and now it's going to be set up there from Plowden. Williams just gets it over the net. Izquierdo sends it back as Duck there at the net. It's going to be blown up at the net there by Langston. As Mikulski able to get that one down. Sabak, the freshman, back to serve now for Langston. They trail by 12 here in this first set. Esquero, and that's going to be sent over by Duck as charging forward and not able to get there in time there is Lopez, and is back to a 13-point advantage. Substitution coming in, Sydney Beckett coming in for Wiley. She'll be serving. On the other end is going to be Bella Johnson, the freshman out of Houston, coming in for Langston. Beckett sends the serve up and over. Williams tries to sneak it over. Wiley prepared for it. Record kind of dancing over the net. Warren sends it back. Esquero now sends it back. It's going to be blocked back at the net, but goes out and point as McCloskey tried to keep it in, but it goes just good job there to block the attempt there from Esquero, but it goes out and a point for Wiley. It's now a 14-point lead. Brianna Barbie, the freshman from Spencer, Oklahoma, checks in for the Lions. As Beckett with the serve sends it back. Williams sets it forward as Barbie tried to get it. It's blown up at the net there by Record, and it's going to be a 15-point lead now, 22-7. Beckett into the net, and that's the service error. Third service error for Wiley here in this first set. It's a 14-point lead. As Langston's going to have to play near perfect the rest of this set if they want to cut any chance of taking it. Record sends it back there, and it's going to be sent high into the rafters. There the hit there from Lopez, and it comes back down, and unable to handle it after it goes to the rafters is Taylor Lewis, and so the point for Wiley is now 23-8. Naomi Garcia coming in to serve for Wiley. And McCloskey checking back in for Langston. Garcia's serve is over. Williams just sets up, kind of short there as Lewis able to get it over. Esquero sneaks it back over. Lopez there for it. Williams sets up, back, and it's going to be long. Very close there on that back line. It's going to be long there as Taylor Lewis is shot back, and it's going to be set point now for Wiley. The serve up and over. Williams as Warren able to get it over. Esquero sends it back, and that's going to be sent down with authority there by Howard. And that's going to do it. Set number one. Wiley takes it 25-8. They're up 1-0. We'll take a break. You're watching the Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Tournament on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody. Set number 2 coming up as we'll switch sides here. First half, Wiley with 13 kills in that first set. They had a 360 attack percentage. Langston minus 368. 11 assists for Wiley, 1 for Langston. Diggs 9 for Wiley, 8 for Langston. 4 aces for Wiley, none for Langston there in that first set. So we get ready for the second set to come along here. And serving first is going to be Fernanda Aguilar, the junior from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Serving here for Wiley. Williams sets it back. Warren gets it over the top, diving down. Going to be just inside on the line past the diving Aguilar, at a point for Langston to start things off here. McCloskey here to serve for Langston, up and over. So we start off the way we did before, and that's over there. Record able to get that down and tied up at 1 apiece. Record with her 5th kill of the match here. And up to serve now is Sydney Beckett. Warren setting it up. McCloskey's going to send it back, and it's popped up there. Set forward by Isqueto, and down is Record with tons of power there, and that's going to be 6 kills now for Record and a 2-1 lead for Wiley here in this set. Up and over. McCloskey. Isqueto now. Back over, and down there's Warren. Set up. Record. Tips it over the top. Can't get it over the net, and just able to keep it back. Able to get it over is Wiley. Well, they didn't get over 4 there. Williams sets it back to Warren. Warren trying to get it at the net, and again put over, and they're going to be a point there. As she carries it over, does Wiley, does Maya Keller, the freshman. As lots of hustle on the Wiley side, able to get that up and over the first time, and then just not able to get it the second time. That's going to be a point there. As diving there forward was Magdalena Lopez, not able to keep it alive for Langston. It's 3-2 Wiley. Naomi Garcia, the sophomore from Edinburgh, to serve now for Wiley. Back of the net, set over, and point for Wiley. Wiley swept the season series with Langston this year. And the serve is up and over. And at the net, and put down at the net. There for the block is Hauer. That is 5-2 now. And that's going to be the 4th block of the match. For Wiley. That's going to be a service error at a point for Wiley. And their lead is at 2, 5-3. Up and over, and Beckett might have been able to let that one go. Might have just gone out. Back, up and over, nicely dug up there. And that's going to be over there off the defender at a point. They have the substitution as Aguilar checking back in for Wiley. Still Record in here for the serve. Record 7 kills and a dig here this afternoon. As just getting it over, Isqueto, and that's going to be carried over at a point for Wiley on the violation there from Langston. It's Record to serve again. Williams sets it back now over there. Dug up nicely there from Beckett. Record sending it back. It's going to be long or wide on this near side. It's now 7-4. Williams forward, and that's going to be an she double hit there on his ghetto, and a point for Langston. The serve up and over there from Lewis. Skettle sends it back deep. Lewis keeping it alive. Williams now puts it forward, and that's going to be sent over there by Plowden. Skettle sets it back over for Aguilar over the top of the defenders. McCloskey there to keep it in their record as Skettle just gets it over. Diving there, Williams back over is Lewis. Skettle sets up. Now back the other way, and Howard's shot is going to be blown up at the net by Langston. And Langston pulls to within one here in set number 2. As that was a combination there between Plowden and McCloskey there at the net. Skettle sets it up. Aguilar gets it inside the line, and a point for Wiley. The lead is up to 2 now here in set number 2. Skettle ready to serve. As this Skettle will send it over, that's going to be a service error for Wiley. As Wiley with some mistakes, with some violations here in this second set. And they found themselves in a close match here in the second set. Blown up again at the net, and that's going to be Amber Warren all by herself to grab the block there, the solo block, and then we're going to be tied at 8 now. And a service error there for Langston by Mia Almond, the junior from Dallas. And we'll give Wiley the lead back once again. Gail Lockett, the libero, now to serve for Wiley. She'll send it up and over. McCloskey there. Set up. Warren able to get it over the net there, and it catches the antenna, and a point for Wiley, and the lead is up to 2 now for the Wildcats. Lockett up and over. McCloskey. Williams puts it up high. There's Lopez, just gets it over. Aguilar again, they're blocked back at the net, but able to get it back over is Langston. Aguilar sends it there, and it catches the antenna off the block there, and so a point for Wiley and a 3-point advantage as Lockett again to serve. That's there at the net as Williams can't get to it. It's going to catch into the net as Wiley starting to get a little bit of a larger lead here by 4 here in set number 2. McCloskey checking out. Barbie checking in for Langston. Lockett still serving. Barbie there with it. Williams sets up over to Warren. In right on the line for Langston. And they pull to within 3. Serving now for Langston is Jadashi Savick, the freshman. Sends that one up and over. Nicely dug up there from Lockett. Aguilar will put it over. Lopez digs that one up. Back around. Lewis at the net there. A fight there, and it's going to go under as Duck there with it. Not able to get it back over for Wiley at a point there, and Langston is back to within 2. That goes into the net, and a service error for Langston. Fernanda Aguilar to serve now for Wiley. And the service error, that's the second for Langston today. 5 of them for Wiley here. This early, not quite afternoon yet, as we're still before noon there. Point there for Wiley. And it's a 4-point advantage. McCloskey checking in for Langston as Aguilar still serving for Wiley. And that's going to be a service error, number 6 now for Wiley. It's Wiley shooting themselves in the foot with the service errors. As Keller checks in for Wiley. McCloskey to serve here for Langston. Serves up and over. Lockett. Izquierdo. Duck shot is going to be blown up at the net. And the block there from Amber Warren. And it's a 2-point lead here for Wiley. Lockett, Skittle sends it back, sent there and not able to handle it there was Bella Johnson. And the point coming down there for as Jones able to get that one there, the point. And it's a 3-point lead for Wiley. Jones with the third kill. Lewis tops it over. Skittle just sneaks it over. Williams right back with it. Coming forward there was Keller to keep it alive. Lopez will send it over for Langston. Skittle sends it forward to record. Puts it there. McCloskey. And now set back up there from Johnson and over by Lopez just to keep it alive. Lockett. Skittle tried to sneak it over. And right there was Amber Warren once again for Wiley. As Amber Warren we got another block there. I believe that's 3 or 4 for her right now. A 2-point lead and record. Old Reliable, they should call her here for Wiley, because every time Langston seems to make a charge to get back in it, they just set it up for Record, and she gets a kill. Record now 8 kills here in this match. So we're in set number 2. 3-point lead for Wiley. Wiley up 1-0. And a timeout going to be called. 16-13 the score here in set number 2. Wiley up 1-0. We'll return here in a moment. You're watching the 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Tournament on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University as we host the 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Tournament. It's the Langston Lions out of Langston, Oklahoma against the Wiley Wildcats from Marshall, Texas. Wiley up 1-0. 3-point lead here in set number 2. And we get a confirmation that Amber Warren has 3 blocks here in this match. She's done a good job, and that's sent over there just past the diving Williams, and that fires up Wiley as they have a 4-point advantage here in set number 2. As set number 2 has been a lot closer for Wiley here than they want against Langston, as Langston has come to play here. A slow start in that first set, dropping that one 25-8. Williams now puts it up, and it's up. It's going to be blocked at the net. As Duck able to get that one, and she blows it up, and it's a 5-point lead for Wiley, and Wiley looking to try and extend the lead here. Coming up after this one at 1 o'clock is Southwest, University of Southwest Mustangs against the Rams of Houston-Tillotson University. Coming up at 1 o'clock is Ketto, sends that one forward. Record, another one down for Record, and that's 9 kills now for Lucille Record, the junior out of Beaumont. And the serve coming up here for Naomi Garcia for Wiley is up and over. Lopez, nice dig. Williams there at the net, up and over, and it's going to be a point as she goes into the net. The error there from Mia Alman. And it's a 7-point lead as it was close for a while. Now Wiley's starting to pull away here in set number 2, and it's going to be a timeout called by Langston. As we take a look at some of the stats here for the match, 25 kills for Wiley, 5 for Langston. Wiley with a .314 attack percentage, a -171 for Langston. Assists 22 for Wiley, 5 for Langston. Digs 23 in favor of the Wildcats, 15 for the Lions of Langston. 5 aces for Wiley and none for Langston. Clock's right now 5.0 for Wiley, 4 for Langston. As we get things ready to go here. Record the leader with kills in the match. She's got 9 for Wiley. And remember, coming up after this one, 1 o'clock, Houston Tillotson Rams out of Austin, Texas, taking on the University of the Southwest Mustangs out of Hobbs, New Mexico. Coming up at 1 o'clock, we'll have all 4 matches for you live today in the championship tomorrow, 1 o'clock Central Time here from San Antonio, Texas. And that's going to be a service error, and that'll be the third now. The 7th now for Wiley. And that has been their issue here in this match. As Williams comes in, as the lead is down to 6 here. Williams trying to serve to see if she can get Langston back into this one in the second set. Izquierdo sends it forward. Record tips it over. And Allman with the miss hit there. We'll send it back out the far back in there. And it's back to a 7-point lead. Record sends it over, just catches the net. Allman keeps it alive. McCloskey now sent over by Plowden. Izquierdo forward. Aguilar sent back down, blocked, but it's going to be out for there from Plowden, and it's going to be the point there for Aguilar, and it's a 8-point advantage now for Wiley. Record, up and over. Williams sends it back. Plowden, as she carries it over. She kind of cradles it there, and that's going to be a point. And the lead is 9 now for Wiley. Amber Warren's checked back in. She'll be playing back here for Langston. And it goes right to Warren. Williams forward, and that's set over, but kept alive there from Lockett. Aguilar sends it over now. Plowden there at the net, sent back down. It's going to be out wide. Point, set point now for Wiley. Wiley on the verge of going up 2-0 here in this first matchup of the day in the 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Tournament. And that's going to be sent down. Plowden. Plowden says not yet. As Plowden gets her first kill of the match. And that's a 9-point advantage. Still set point. Izquierdo sends it back, and that's down for the kill from McCord, and she has 11 here for the match. Wiley takes a 2-0 lead. We'll be back with your third set in a moment. You're watching the 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Championship Tournament from San Antonio on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to the 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Championship Tournament. Live from the campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio. Mike Thompson here with you as we get ready for set number 3 to start up here. As Wiley leading 2-0. Langston will start things off here in this third set, as it's been the Lucille record show so far, with 11 kills in the first 2 sets. Every time Wiley has needed something, when things got tight in that second set, they went to record. And the serve up and over there, and that's going to be wide and out. Point to start things off here for Langston as Almond serving, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Lions here in set number 3. The Lions played tough there that second set, as kept getting close, would tie it, get to within a point or so, and Wiley was always able to find a way to keep that lead or retake the lead. And then we're able to extend later on as we tie things up there, 1 apiece. First set went in favor of Wiley, 25-8. Second one, 25-15. It was much closer for a while there. For a long while there, it was very close. Back and tie, a point up, tie, a point up. Serving here, Sydney Beckett will send it over for Wiley. McCloskey, Williams sends it forward over to Amber Warren, and it's going to be wide. And that'll be a 2-1 lead now for Wiley. Williams, Warren there. Got there at the net as Gettle sends it back over to Record. There at the net, point, another one for Record. That's 12. 12 for the junior. Lucille Record out of Beaumont, Texas. 5'9" outside hitter. Leads the team in aces and kills on the season. And that's going to go into the net. And it's poorly hit there from Taylor Lewis, and it's going to be 4-1 now in favor of Wiley here in set number 3. That's 3 out of 5. Wiley with a 2-0 lead. Sent forward, and that's down, brought back there. Plowden shot is sent back. Now Lewis sends it over. Sketto sets it back to Duck. Duck will there. Lewis and diving Lopez. Williams just able to get it there off the nice dig. Actually, not a dig, but a nice save there from Lopez. Now Plowden over. Warren, and it's going to be on the line and in. And so all the hard work there for Langston there, and the hustle pays off as they get the point. They pull to within 2 now. Sabic, the serve here for the Lions. Ghetto, and Record down, and that is going to be number 13 in the kill category for Lucille Record. Howard checking in for Wiley. Naomi Garcia checking in, and she will be serving. Barbie checking in for Langston. So Garcia, the sophomore from Edinburgh, to serve. Serve is up and over. Lopez. McCloskey there. Kept up there by Beckett. Record right into Lopez, and just reaction, just the ricochet sends it back over. And McCloskey. Viscato forward, back over to Record, and that's going to be point as she goes long on that one. Going for that back corner, but just a bit too much. And Langston back to within 2 here. McCloskey to serve. Up and over. Record, another one. 14 kills now for Lucille Record. And the lead is 3 for Wiley. And Record will now go to serve. And that's going to be sent down at the net there by Hauer. And it's a 4-point lead for Wiley. Record again. And that was very close. McCloskey could have let that one go, and that would have been service error. But instead, that'll be hit wide and a point for Wiley, and the lead is 5 here in set number 3. Court again. Up and over. Williams. That's it forward over to Lewis. And Lewis finds an empty spot in the floor and gets the point. And it's now an 8-4 lead. As Libero Lopez there to get it. That's kill number 3 for Lewis. Up and over and down for Aguilar. So Fernanda Aguilar, the junior from Brazil, coming in and making an impact right away and gets Wiley the lead back to 5. Scatto with the serve, up and over. Klosky. Williams there loses at the net. Lewis, and that's just going to be ricocheted around there, and too many hits for Langston there, and the lead is now 6 now for Wiley. Scatto serves again. McCloskey. Williams just sends it over. Sent back is Scatto, but McCloskey able to keep it alive. Williams now sends it back. Record. Scatto sets forward and down for Hauer. Hauer with her 4th kill, and it's now a 7-point advantage and a timeout call by Langston. So Wiley with the lead, 11-4, in a 2-0 lead. We'll take a break. You're watching the 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Tournament Championship, live from Our Lady of the Lake University on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium here on the campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio. As you're watching the 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Tournament Championship. First round here, first matchup of the day, Wiley and Langston. Scatto sends it over, and that's going to be a service ace for Wiley. And that will be their 6th ace of the match. And the lead is 8 here. Scatto continuing to serve. And that's going to be able to get over there. Scatto, and that's going to be blown up at the net by Allman. As Coach Jacob Rodriguez trying to fire up his team down there. As it's now Langston pulls to within 7. Corey Williams the serve now for Langston. Send the serve up and over. Scatto sets it forward. And that's going to dance along the net, but gets over. Back it goes, diving down for it. Trying to keep it alive and unable to there. As Davendorf, the freshman, and it's going to be a point again for Langston. It's now a 6-point lead now for Langston. Up over it goes. Williams serve. Scatto sets it forward. Over to Aguilar. And the kill for Fernanda Aguilar. And it's back to now a 7-point advantage. As Brianne Gunn, the freshman from Hughes Springs, Texas, checking in. Williams sets it forward over to Plowden. Plowden there's Scatto there for it. Lockett. Aguilar over the fingertips. And coming back, we're trying to keep it alive there for Langston was Allman, but Allman hit it right into the face of Corey Williams. And the point now for Wiley as it's an 8-point advantage again. Tying the largest lead and a service error for Wiley. As Wiley, that's going to be service error number 8 Or number 8 here for the match. And the point down there for Wiley. 8-point lead. Lucille Record is checked back in. Aguilar to serve. McCloskey. Williams sets it back. As Allman gets it over. Record will send it over. Williams up high. Lopez just trying to keep it somewhere as Plowden looking. And that's it up there by Duck. Over the top, Record, and that's going to be a point for Langston. 7-point lead now for Wiley. Allman to serve. As Allman gets it over. Izquierdo sets it back. Duck there gets it over the net. And sent back around. Izquierdo forward. As mistiming the jump there is Record. One of the few times here in the match we haven't been able to say a good thing there for her. She mistimes the jump there and goes into the net. And it's within 6 now is Langston. Izquierdo close to the net there, but put down as Record with another one there. As Record now picking up 15. 15 kills now here in the match. And that's going to be down at the point. As Warren able to grab that one. As that brings up her 5th kill of the match. Six-point lead for Wiley here in set number 3. They're up 2-0. So Langston has a lot of work here to stay alive there, and that's brought down there by McCloskey. And Langston showing some life here as they pulled within 5 here at 16-11. Serve is back and over. As Record, Lopez just back there to keep it alive. Now send back. Record again, we'll send it, and that's going to be Williams just able to get it over the net. Izquierdo over the top, Williams again. Lopez sets up now for McCloskey. Blown up at the net by Izquierdo, and that's now a 6-point advantage now. At 17-11, and coming in to serve Naomi Garcia. And to play the net is Kathleen Hauer for Wiley. Garcia up and over. As Lewis keeps alive, now Lopez up over is Warren. Izquierdo back over to Record. And that's kept alive as Lewis got all the way up in the stands, able to return that one. Izquierdo sends it back deep. Williams forward to Warren. Izquierdo back and blown up by McCloskey, and it's going to be a point for Langston. Langston pulls back to within 5 here in set number 3. McCloskey here to serve. Up and over. Record tried to sneak it over, and now it's going to be a point as she caught it twice. She hit it twice. She came off the net with it, and she put it back again. So 4 points now is the difference. Langston trailing Wiley. McCloskey's serve is over. Izquierdo just keeps it back, and that's Howard kept up in the air. Williams sends it back now over to Lewis. And that's going to be long wide, and that's going to be a point for Langston. They're to within 3 now here in set number 3. And a timeout called by Wiley. 17-14, Wildcats lead the Lions here in set number 3. Wiley with a 2-0 lead. We'll be back in a second. You're watching the 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Tournament live from San Antonio on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back to Maybe Gymnasium here on the campus of Our Lady of the Lake University 2015 Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Tournament. Match number 1 of the tournament. The Wiley Wildcats from Marshall, Texas with a 17-14 lead over the Langston Lions out of Langston, Oklahoma. Wiley up 2-0. McCloskey as Langston trying to pull back with it into this one, and then Howard comes in and gets the kill. And the lead is back up now over to 4, and that's kill number 6 for Howard. Fernanda Aguilar checking back in. Lucille Record in to serve now for Wiley. 4-point lead, 18-14. Set number 3. Coming up after this at 1 o'clock, it's going to be the Houston Tellison Rams taking on the University of the Southwest Mustangs at 1 o'clock. Then the later games this evening. At 5 o'clock, St. Thomas, the 2 seed, will take on the winner of this one. And that's a point for Wiley. And the service ace there, and that's her first, and she leads the team in aces on the season, does Record. She leads in kills and in aces. So that's her 27th ace of the season. Howard sets up as Skittles just sends it over, and Williams back over. Skittles sets up, now over to Howard. And diving over there, not able to handle that one, is Sabak. And it's now a 6-point lead as Wiley starting to extend the lead here in this third set. Let's Record. And try to get underneath it, and that's going to be the point there. This is now 21-14. And a timeout called on the court by Langston as they trail by 7 here in set number 3. And some of the looks here at the match, how things are going so far. 40 kills for Wiley, 12 for Langston. Wiley with a .267 attack percentage to minus 116 for Langston. 36 assists for Wiley, 11 for Langston. 35 digs for Wiley, 32 for Langston. 8 aces for Wiley and none for Langston. Lucille Record having a great match. 15 kills, 2 service aces, and 7 digs here in this first match. And Record continues to serve here as she's had both her aces here and coming there, and that's going to be in for an ace, her third service ace, 2 in a row and 3 in the last 4. And it's now an 8-point lead, and it's starting to get dire now for Langston as Barbie checking in. Record. Williams. And Warren is going to be long, and that's going to be 23-14 now in favor of Wiley. Record serve. Up and over as Aguilar. Izquierdo back to Aguilar again, and that's going to set up match point for Wiley. As McCloskey in for Langston, and that's going to be a whistle called, and no one, she hadn't been given permission to serve just yet. So Record getting a little ahead of herself there. She gets now the serve over. Williams. Warren over the top there, kept up by Beckett. And down, and it's going to be touched, and that'll do it. As it was touched by Lopez, and that's going to do it as Wiley will take it 3-0, taking that third set 25-14, and they lead, take it 3-0. The season's going to come to an end for the Langston Lions as they will finish the season at 4-11. And a tough in there, but Wiley, the season is extended at least another game as they will improve to 14-8 on the season. And they will get ready to take on, as they will take on St. Thomas coming up at 5 o'clock this afternoon. We will have that for you. Get ready, about 50 minutes or so, 54 minutes away from the start of the next matchup, match number 2, as the Rams of Houston Tillotson out of Austin, Texas, will take on the Mustangs from the University of Southwest Hobson, New Mexico. And the winner of that one will take on the regular season conference champion, Our Lady of Lake University, coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. So we'll take a break. So for Matt Chancellor, I'm Mike. We'll take a break. We'll see you again at 1, everybody. You've been watching the Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Championship on the OLLU Saints Network.